So here are some of the biggest questions when it comes to content marketing. Why does the content that gets tons of likes and comments does not make more money than the one with a few likes? And why do some influencers with more than 10,000 followers are still broke while the ones with a few hundreds only make a fortune? And how come the content that is so good still cannot make people buy while the simplest one can? Well, today, people are obsessed with the number of followers, likes and comments whenever they put out a content. And the truth is, those things are what makes people broke. So how do these successful marketers create content that generates money? Those are the questions, and on this podcast, you'll find the answers. I'm your host, Ashraf, and you're listening to Content Marketing Hacks. Alright, welcome back to the Content Marketing Hacks podcast. My name is Ashraf. Thank you so much for being here today. So, in this episode, I'm going to talk about how to get leads through content. Okay, you may know how to get leads, right? There are tons of ways to create content and get leads, right? So I want to talk about specifically a content for Facebook. Okay, this also can be applied to LinkedIn, right? Because the formula still applies. Okay, I think it's also can be applied to Instagram, but I personally haven't tried on Instagram yet. Okay, so yeah, I believe this one can be applied to Facebook because I've done it and I've seen the results. Okay, so here's the story. Last year in 2021, December 2021, I kind of want to try a different things, try a different strategy to get leads. Okay, so I've learned a lot of content strategies on how to get leads, but all of them are actually just to create long posts. Okay, all of them teach me how to create a long post and get leads. And of course, there are people that taught me how to create short posts, but but we have to create a long post first in order to create a short post. Okay, there's a lot of process to create a short post. So last year I want to try a different stuff. So I didn't want to create a long post because there are many cons than pro. Okay, the cons can be something like, when I create long posts, people don't read it. Okay, people don't actually read the whole post, and they are I've got less engagement. Okay, I got less engagement because people don't read it, so people might not react to it or comment on it. So yeah, when I get less engagement, I get less reach out, right? I get less people to reach I get less reach. So when people read, when there are less people read it, that means there are less reach, right? There's only less reach. Okay, so and also it takes time to create, right? And some of my longer posts might not get approved in the group. Okay, so we are talking about creating long posts and post it in someone else's group. Okay, because we want to get leads, right? So there are many times that my longer post does not get approved in their group. I was like, what? that post is so valuable. Why did you approve it, right? Why didn't you approve it? Okay, I don't know why. It's valuable. It's not. It doesn't have any links. It doesn't promote my thing. It's just to teach stuff. Okay, but so I don't know why. They didn't put any comment on why my post get declined. Okay, so yeah, there are many cons to the pros. Okay, although there are pros. Okay, you want to hear the pros? The pros are you get to show. I get to show my expertise. Okay, I get to show my knowledge, right? And I also get better quality leads, right? Because people that are comment on it might have read it. So which means they take time to read it and take a time to comment on it, right? So yeah, there is pros, but not as much as cons. So I tried to do different stuff. Okay, this is how I did it. So I said, so I thought to myself, okay, what if I create content that can bring quality leads without having to write long posts? Okay, so I took the time to do that. Okay, so I tried to use quote posts, something like, quote from Tony Robbins, from Johnny Dumas, right? Because since I'm going to post something on in the podcast group, so I need a quote from podcasters, right? A top podcasters such as Pat Flynn or Johnny Dumas, right? But that quote post is lame, okay? Because it's a quote post, okay? It's a quote from someone else. It doesn't have anything to me, right? And it's not as valuable. So I tried to do different stuff. So I thought of it again. Okay, what if, okay, in order to get quality leads, I need to get quality people. So what does quality people do? They give quality comments, right? So I thought, okay, what if I create an ask campaign? I mean, what if I ask something in the group, right? What if I ask stuff? What if I ask something, right? So the process that I took was I created short content. Okay, I created short content specifically to ask something. Okay, whether it's to ask, hey, how do you grow your group? How do you grow your podcast, right? How do you get promoted, right? Something like that. Okay, try to get that. So I post one. I remember I post one post in the group. I post something about, hey podcaster, if you were going to interview an author, do you buy the ebook first or not? Okay, something along that line. Okay, so that was my first question in that group. I tried to do that, and after a couple of hours I get tons of comments. I mean, I got 20 comments in the first couple of hours, right? And then after one day I get 60 to 70 comments. Like, oh my gosh, that was crazy. Okay, that was crazy. So wow, okay, this one works. Okay, so I got tons of comments. I get tons of reach. Maybe I need to do some organic strategies here, which means I need to reach out to all of these commenters personally, right? I send them a DM, send them a private message through Messenger. Okay, I said to them, hey, thank you for your I don't remember what I said. Thank you for your valuable feedback. Something like that line. Oh my gosh, that was last year, so I don't remember that. I told them, hey, thank you for giving valuable comment. I really appreciate that, and I agree that we have to do this, we have to do that. Make it a little bit personal, right? You can go that route if you want, but I love being personal, so yeah, I put that. So I said something like, hey, thank you for giving this comment. I really appreciate it. I agree that we have to do this, we have to do that, right? And then most of them will reply, oh, you're welcome. Oh, no problem, right? Most of them reply that. So after they reply that, I said to them, yeah, what if you, hey, what is your podcast about, right? What is your podcast about? So this is when I started having a conversation with them, right? I need to know them a little bit better. So I asked them about their podcast. I asked them about what they are selling, right? If they talk about what they sell, and if they talk about something related to marketing, then I can offer them some stuff. Okay, so usually it goes something like this. Okay, usually it goes something like, hey, we talk a little bit about a podcast. Okay, like what they do, what I do, and then I mention something about marketing, right? If they love marketing, if they know something about marketing, then I offer them, hey, I have this group called Elite Podcasters. It's about a marketing group for podcasters. Would you want to join it? And if they say yes, then I just send them the link. Okay, but if they say no, I offer them I offer them a second offer. Okay, I offer them second stuff, which is, hey, okay, that's cool. You don't want to join the group? Okay, how about we become friends here on Facebook? Because I would love to connect with podcasters here on Facebook. I would love to connect as many podcasters worldwide, right? So is it okay if we become friends here on Facebook? And most of them would say yes. Okay, but if they say no, then I'll just, okay, that's cool. Okay, and I'll just go on to the next person, right? That's it, right? So yeah, in order to get this thing work, I need to have two offers, right? Two offers. One is to get them to join my group, and another one is to get them to be my friends, because I can still post something on my profile and get leads from there to either join my group or to get my freebies, right? So it's a win-win. Right? It's still win for me. So yeah, that's how I did it. Okay, when I did this, I post stuff two times a week. Okay, I post this short content 2 times a week, and I did this for 3 weeks. So that is a total of 6 posts, right? I got approximately more than 80 leads, right? 80 leads. Some of them join my group, some of them become my friends. So it's good because first, there are many pros to doing this. Okay, there are many pros that I see in doing this short content. Okay, first, the pro of this short content is, because it's short, so that people can read it, so people can skim through it fast, right? And when people read it, people can comment on it, right? Okay, because it's a question. It's not a quote. So it's a question like, hey, what do you think of this? And if they know it, they can answer that, right? So it's short, which means it takes a really short time to read. And second is it's bright in color, so it stands out, right? So in Facebook, if on Facebook, we can make something bright if it's a short post, right? We can put some colors behind it, right? So it stands out and it makes people want to react to it, right? Want to engage to it. Especially if it's a question relatable to them, right? Related to their situation. For example, one day I asked something about, hey, how do you get sponsors, right? How do you get sponsors? So yeah, in order to make this work, I need to ask something related to my stuff, okay? Related to my stuff, so that when I reach out to them, it doesn't, it's not too far-fetched. It's not, I don't have to take more time to build relationship to them, and I don't have to take more time to warm them up before presenting my offer, right? So yeah, I need to ask something related to my offer and also related to my ideal audience. Okay, so the formula that I did is, I didn't give value. I tried to ask value, right? I asked value instead of give value, because when I ask something, I just, I ask for their value, right? So that they can give me value, right? This is how I got tons of quality people, right? Because when they answer something, we can see how long their answers are, and most of them gave a very lengthy answer. Okay, most of them gave a very long comment, and I appreciate that. Okay, and back to the pros of the short content. Another pros that I see is it's easier to get engagement, right? Once people comment on it, it makes the post can be reach out to more people, right? It makes the post can be, can get more reach, right? I don't know how the algorithm in Facebook works, but the more people comment on it, the more reach that post can get. So yeah, so that's how I get tons of engagement, and that's how I get tons of comments, right? And plus, if I reply to their comments, and that post will still be alive, which means that post can still get more reach. That's how the algorithm works. Okay, yeah. So does this make sense to you, right? So the formula that I follow is don't give value, ask for value, right? This way you can still get better quality leads, because people get to show their expertise, right? And oh yeah, how about the cons, right? The cons that I see is it makes us look weaker. So that's the first. It makes us look a bit weaker, because we are the one who asks for help, right? Because when we ask question, that means we ask for their help, right? And the second one is, I think we don't get to show our expertise and our knowledge, right? Because they are the one who share their knowledge, so they don't see anything in us. They don't see that we are valuable to them, right? So yeah, that's kind of the con here. Okay, so there are still cons, but not as much. The goal of this content, the goal of this short content is to get as many leads as possible, so that you can reach out to them. Okay, we want people to reach out to, right? Okay, so this is more of a outbound reach out. I don't know how to call it, right? So yeah, the goal, if you want to do this campaign, the short content campaign, you have to ask something that makes sense to them, and also makes sense to you, right? And another pro is it takes a very short amount of time. Okay, it takes lesser time than it is to create a longer post, right? You just come up with something that people ask often, and ask them, right? Ask them. Okay, if you any question that you have, okay, if you have any question, then just ask them and see which question get the most answer. This one you have to test it out. Okay, it varies to other niches. Okay, so for me, not all of my questions gets tons of comments, right? Some of them only have like 20 comments, even though I reply to them, and still not get as much. Okay, so this one you have to try it out. Okay, which one sticks, which one gets people to answer it, right? So yeah, it takes short time, which is good, right? So there you go. That's the formula of getting tons of leads in just a short period of time. Okay, so if sometimes you have to ask value instead of giving value. Okay, because sometimes we have to make them win first in order for us to win after, right? Okay. So in the next couple of months, I'm thinking about creating a group. Okay, creating a group for this podcast. Okay, so that we can bring our community together, and also I can show you how and also I can show you the process of how I hack someone contents. Okay, I'm hacking someone else's content, so that you can also model it. Okay, we're not copying it. We are trying to model what works. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to create a Facebook group, and also in that group I'm going to show you the process of how to ethically hacking someone else's content, so that you can also use it for your business and get tons of leads and customers, right? That's what we all want. So yeah, if you want it, maybe I'll tell you in the next couple of episodes. Okay, so watch out for that, and always remember that content creator gets like, and content marketer gets paid. Bye bye. If you want to get people to buy your offer, no matter how much it costs, keep listening. The reason why entrepreneurs could not sell their offer is because they target the wrong customer. And even if they get it right, they still don't know how to sell it, right? So I put together an ebook. It shows you a step-by-step process on how to target the right customer, create a sales message to attract them, and get them to buy your stuff. Amazing, right? So if this is something you are looking for, you can grab it at bit.ly/perfect client ebook. Again, that's bit.ly/perfect client ebook. And if you don't know spelling, the link is in the description below. Grab it now.